Clayton back.
Getting up.
Broncos them! Oh, brother, what a pitch!
Hi everybody, welcome back to another video of Caught Looking with Mike Armstrong. I'm here to cover my Philly show experience from this past weekend. Spent the weekend, both Friday and Saturday, with Andrew Nuffsaid Cards and his son Jack. Had a really good time with those guys. Got down to Valley Forge on Friday. I believe the show opened at noon for the sneak peek. Spent the extra money for the sneak peek to get in about 3 hours before the general public got in. Really happy I did. Once the doors open, got in there, got a good lay of the land, got a chance to see what vendors were selling. Went over to a vendor that I have bought from previously, had some really nice T206s. As you can see from the cards in front of you, I'm displaying some Hal Chase cards. I, in the last month, have decided I'm going to start PCing Hal Chase. So I've picked these cards up over the course of the last month. I haven't put a video out on them yet specifically, but I plan on doing so in the future. I'm just getting started. But the first pickup I had was this T206 Hal Chase with the pink background. It's in an SGC 2.5. It's a Piedmont 150 back. I just thought it presented very well for the grade. It does have a small crease up here in the top corner. You can really hardly see it. You got to hold the card in a certain light to actually see it. Love the centering of it. Really like the card. Same image as the blue background that you see in front of you here. But added that Hal Chase, so I currently have 4 Hal Chase cards, and I will be adding on to those. Same vendor. Picked up this T206 Wee Willie Keeler in a PSA 3 Piedmont 150 back. Is a little off center in the back, but the registration on this card is almost perfect. This card presents really well for a 3. Centering looks pretty tight. Corners are a little dinged up top. But for those of you that aren't familiar with Willie Keeler, the term "hit 'em where they ain't" came from Willie Keeler. He was the epitome of dead ball era player, small ball game, something that, in my opinion, Major League Baseball is in drastic need of. With launch angles and exit velo and all that crap that they're talking about now, and every single travel ball league from the high school level on up. That's all they're concerned about, and I really think it's damaging the game of baseball. We don't see guys stealing bases and bunting people over anymore, and this guy was the epitome of that. So really happy to add this T206 Keeler portrait. All right, so the sneak peek really gave me an opportunity to identify some big cards that were there. I've taken a lot of knowledge from Andrew over the course of the last 2 years. And one of them being is when you see something that interests you that you may never see again, it could be that time to pull the trigger. And that's what I did. So the first card I want to show is a card that I was super thrilled to add. And I may never have seen this card ever again in person. It's a pretty obscure set. It's of a renowned Hall of Famer. As a matter of fact, there's 5 graded examples of PSA and 5 graded examples of SGC. And that's this card right here. It is the 1910 Novelty Cutlery Nap Lajoie postcard. It's in a PSA 2.5. It was just recently graded. So this is a new addition to the Pop Report. So you see the postcard on the back. These were distributed in Columbus, Ohio, back in 1910. And previously, I think recently they just realized it's actually 1910. Previously, these were believed to be between 1907 and 1909. But in fact, these are 1910 postcards. The images on these postcards are the same images from the PC 796 sepia postcards. But I saw this postcard. This was actually at the first table I looked at during the sneak peek, and it just blew me away. I wanted to buy it right then and there, and I actually made a comment to Andrew. I said, wouldn't that be something if I, got in here the sneak peek, and within 30 seconds of being in the room, I'm making a purchase. But I held my wallet a little bit, walked the floor. I wanted to see what else was there, and then decided to go back and pick this up. So super excited to add this to my collection. All right, so spent the rest of the day Friday, like I said, walking around with Jack and Andrew. And if you haven't had a chance to watch Andrew's video yet, watch it. He had some incredible pickups as well. So just really, really good time walking around. And Jack did a great job himself, wheeling and dealing, and wound up finding an outstanding card for himself. But I left the show Friday night. I live about an hour from Valley Forge, so I drove home, and I almost made another purchase on Friday. Got home Friday night, and I was really kicking myself. The show was over. When I had left the show Friday, I told Andrew the show was opening back up at 9 a.m. on Saturday. I told Andrew, I said, yeah, I'm probably not going to be back when the show opens at 9. I'll probably make my way down and get there around 10:30, 11. Well, Friday night, I go to sleep. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then again at 4:30 in the morning, and then at 6 o'clock, I'm wide awake, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't purchase that other card. So got dressed, got down there when the doors were open, hoping that the card would still be there, and it was. So I worked out a deal with the vendor, given the fact that I had just worked out a deal with the vendor to pick up this Lajoie. And I bought another card from the set. So this is from the same set, 1910 Novelty Cutlery, and this is the Eddie Plank, and this is in a PSA 3. And again, this was graded literally with the Lajoie. Their serial numbers are one number apart. I am this too, just like the Lajoie, has a pop of 5 in PSA and 5 of SGC, and I am just absolutely thrilled and cannot believe that I own both of these postcards. Like I said, I did not go there with the intention of buying these two cards from this set. Obviously, I had no idea that they were going to be there. But when the opportunity presents itself and you have the ability to pull the trigger on such rare items of key Hall of Famers from the pre-war era, it's it's time to pull the trigger. So I was so stoked to be able to add these two to my collection. These absolutely fit what I'm looking for. Rare pre-war cards that, I display in my showcase and people look at them and go, wow, what is that? That's what really gets my juices going when I'm looking to collect something. So I just wanted to, put this video out, show you guys what I picked up. Like I said, I'm going to be putting some Hal Chase videos out, going over some of these cards and what my plans are for building my Hal Chase collection. So Andrew, Jack, I had a great time with you guys on Friday and Saturday. Looking forward to the next show for sure. Take care to all you, and I'll be talking to you soon.